Today we are going to see about the DT based video for RAKE receiver. Empathy. In time diversity, transmit repeatedly the information at different time spacings. Time spacing is greater than coherence time. The coherence time is the time over which a fading signal can be considered to have similar characteristics. So signal can be considered independent. The main disadvantage is that bandwidth efficiency is significantly worsened and signal is transmitted more than once. Define. RAKE receiver. Powerful form of time diversity available in spectrum system is CDMA. Signal is only transmitted once. Propagation delay in the MRC provide multiple copies of transmitted signal delayed in time. The time diversity repeatedly transmits information at the time spacing that exceeds the coherence time of the channel. Multiple repetitions of the signal will be received with independent fading conditions, thereby providing diversity. Our modern implementation of time diversity involves the use of RAKE receiver for spectrum CDMA. Ideate. It attempts to collect the time shifted versions of the original signal by providing a separate correlation receiver for each of the multipath signal. Each correlation receiver may be adjusted in time delay so that a microprocessor controller can cause different correlation receiver to search in different time windows for significant multipath. The range of time delays that a particular correlator can search is called a search window. If time delay between multiple signals is greater than chip period of spreading sequence, then it is given multipath signal can be considered as uncorrelated. In a basic system, these delayed signals only appear as noise since they are delayed by more than a chip duration and ignored. Multiplying by the chip code result in noise because of the time shift. But this can also be used to our advantage by shifting the chip sequence to receive that delayed signal separately from it. Activity. Imagine folding a paper in half once, then take the result and fold it in half again, and so on. How many times can you do that? In prototype, the M branches or fingers is equal to correlation receivers. It is separated, detect the M strongest signal, and the strongest signals are weighted some computed from M branches. Test and evolve. A RAKE receiver is a radio receiver designed to counter the effects of multipath fading. It does this by using several sub-receivers called fingers. The RAKE receiver was patented in the US in 1956 by Price and Green. Each correlator detects a time-shifted version of the original transmission, and each finger correlates to a portion of the signal which is delayed by at least one chip in time from the other fingers. This will result in higher signal-to-noise ratio in a multipath environment. Multipath component appears like uncorrelated noise at a CDMA receiver, and equalization is not required. The output of each correlator are weighted to provide better estimate of the transmitted signal than is provided by a single component. The weighting coefficients are based on the output power or the signal-to-noise ratio from each correlator output. If the power or SNR is small out of a particular correlator, it will be assigned a small weighting factor or vice versa. In indoor environments, the delay between multipath components is usually large. The low autocorrelation properties of a CDMA spreading sequence can assure that multipath components will appear nearly uncorrelated with each other. In indoor environments, A RAKE receiver in IS-95 CDMA has been found to perform poorly, since the multipath delay spreads in indoor channels are much smaller than an IS-95 chip duration. In such cases, a RAKE will not work since multipath is unresolvable. Relay flat fading typically occurs within a single chip period. The bit error rate of the RAKE receiver is shown in this figure. Assessment question. What are the modes of adaptive equalizer? Training mode and tracking mode are the answers. The ISI and adjacent channel interference is removed by cancelling filter and port processing equalizer. Thank you.